Hey guys, what's up? What's up, everybody? So today we are going to be coming live, and we are going to be talking about like weight loss plateaus. So that's actually a common topic, like among a lot of people. And we have Angie joining in. Welcome, Angie. Like
Hey
she's
guys,
going.
good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So she's going through a power cut right now, but she's still here. Let's hope she will actually stick to the entire live. So we are going to be making it quick and going to be giving you value. So how are you, Angie? Like, how's everything? Like, since there's a power cut, but you're still here. And
Unexpected power cut today,
yes, exactly.
and
So
at this time.
unexpected, yeah, unexpected situations happens. Like you just need to adjust. So good thing you still have battery in your phone. So you're here to give us some
Yes.
clue and. Weight loss plateau is the topic we are going to be talking about because we have like because what we are going to be talking about is like it's going to be a part of the process for everyone. Everyone goes through weight loss plateaus, and like even though like you at the start of your fitness journey when you are going through a fat loss journey or something like that, in the start, like first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you will be like losing weight at a very rapid pace. Like it will be going at a very fast pace. Like you will think like it's going to stay the same like there for the entire 12 weeks period. So that's what people expect. But unfortunately, that's not what happens. That's not the way it works. So usually what happens is like then all of a sudden you will feel like you hit a wall and you feel like you are not your scale isn't moving much, and that process can get frustrating for most people, and this is where people actually end up quitting their fitness journey. So why we are here today is to tell you the definition of weight loss plateaus and how it is actually normal and how it is actually like part of the process in your fitness journey. So everybody goes through this, including us. Like it happens to me, it happens to the competitors. Nobody goes through a smooth transformation like where the weight loss is like stable all the time. So when it comes to weight loss plateaus, one thing you need to understand is like by definition, it's about weight staying the same while you do the activities, while you continue the healthy eating patterns. So this is frustrating for most of the people, and everybody goes through this. And in this life, I'm going to be talking about five things you need to actually look into in your fitness journey. Like take a look, deep good look at it, and these five factors will be mentioning. And if those five factors are like not going right, that might be the reason why your weight loss has been plateaued. So number one factor would be the fact that is your body changing still. So let's say like you're around 65, you used to be 80 kilos and you turned into 65, and from 65 onwards it's not changing, like it has been there the same way. But has your clothes changed as well? Clothes sizes changed as well. So did you go from medium to extra small during that phase? So if that has happened, that means it's not like technically a proper plateau or anything. Like you can't consider that as that because you're still making progress. So it's just the way you're making progress has changed. So you need to take a look at these factors, like whether you. This is where like we always tell our clients to always post your pictures on the app. So when you do post the pictures of your progress on a daily, on a weekly basis, even though your scale doesn't move, we can actually see whether you're making progress in your journey. Like that way, we will know that it's not like exactly a plateau. So the second one you need to know is like, are you consuming everything has been given? Because most of the time, this is actually a common thing Angie will actually talk
Yeah.
about. So, because most of the time, what happens is like people say, we are actually following everything, we are eating everything, but I don't know why weight isn't moving. But this is where you need to actually track everything. So you can actually talk about this because what usually happens is not exactly that. You don't actually follow everything.
Yeah, and this is a tough one to talk about and a tough one to explain to people because people don't like being that honest with themselves. But if it comes to a weight loss plateau and you're in a situation where you think you're not making progress, that is where you have to sit down and really, really be very honest with yourself and see whether you're doing everything you need that you're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to food, whether it is that you're following a meal plan or a meal guide or whether you're tracking calories or whichever way you do it, unless you track, unless you are accountable and you know what you are eating, you will never actually know, and your coach will not know how to help you.
Yes.
The unfortunate thing is people assume that skipping meals is okay. They assume that taking away a certain ingredient or a certain quantity of something is okay as long as they are eating less. But
Yes.
less always is not the answer.
Yes.
The amount of calories that we have prescribed you is there for a reason, to help you recover, to help you perform, to help the weight loss journey and everything. So what we would recommend is sticking to the plan as much as
Yes.
possible. Stick to the plan. Yes,
Yes.
there'll be the off one day or two, and you can always come back. But overall, in general, don't go to change too much.
Yes.
And some way, shape, or form, track. If you're taking pictures of your meals, do that. If you're counting your calories, do that. If you're sticking to a meal plan, do that. But
Yes.
yeah, tracking is very important.
Yes, and one of the things we did experience this last year, but this year like clients have actually like have a lot of knowledge and they actually understand this. But
Yeah.
people used to skip fats because
Yes.
the name is fat, so they think like skipping those fat will make them lose fat. That's not the way it works. You will need fat in your body. Like you need to consume fat to a certain amount. Uh,
100%.
People did this mistake and like with our calories, like let's say like it's 1600 we have put them through. Like if you skip those fats, it will go down to like an amount which is actually very less sometimes.
Yes.
I'm just giving you a number as an example, but that's one of the reasons like some of the people actually did plateau last year, like because they were skipping things they shouldn't be skipping. So always make sure you consume. When you say consume everything, just make sure you do exactly that. So if you're not doing that, like that might be the reason why you have hit the plateau. So you need to make sure you do the things right. So in order for you to recover from that place, you might need to like change a little bit, and it might end up you making like a slight weight gain, but don't get frustrated with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to take like one step back in order to make two steps forward. So you have to think it like that aspect, because it goes weight drop doesn't happen like this all the time. It happens like this. If you have seen our graphs, you have probably seen that happening a lot. So that's how it actually makes it end up becoming like one of the best transformations. So the third factor is one of the important factors. Are you recovering enough? Are you having a proper sleep? So if you're sleeping, let's say 4 hours or 3 hours or 2 hours a day, and your weight isn't moving, like you don't need to be explained like why your weight isn't moving, right, Angie? Like recovery
100%.
is one of the key important factors, because one thing you went through when you were actually working in the cabin crew was like you were not getting enough sleep, right? So
Yeah,
you had
and
to adjust that. That
even even the time that you do sleep, you have to try and make it as quality sleep as possible. Darken your room, not use your phone in bed, and make that environment so that you can actually get that proper rest.
Yes, exactly. So that's one of the things I did in my fitness journey as well when I competed last time in 2019. I
Hmm.
actually slept during the day because I was working at night. So when I was sleeping, I actually darkened my room and I did that. And I had the best quality sleep for the 6 months, like I was on prep. And it ended up getting like a best shape because of that. And the fourth thing you need to focus on is, are you drinking enough water? Because water is something you most people do not actually like. It's actually something underrated. Like people do not actually consider that in your
Hmm.
transformation,
Hmm.
because people actually, it's easier for you to say like I don't drink water, and that's not the solution. You need to drink water. Like it's hard for me to drink water, but that's not the solution still. You got to drink water, and water is a key element. Because I recently had like long time ago, like I had a conversation with a person who actually said like I lost 70 kilos, I even stopped water, and now he's actually gained that weight back again because he made a massive restriction, like not eating, because he was 140 or something, and ended up like losing 70 kilos, even cutting water. And those are not those are extreme measures people should not take in their journey, because at the end of the day it's only going to harm you long run. So that's number four. Water is like one of the key elements. Do not make sure you do not skip water, and it doesn't mean you are supposed to drink a lot of water. It means like at least keep it like 3 to 4, like if it's possible. That's one thing you must do. And the last factor, fifth one, like we went through this during the lockdown period, especially most
Yep.
people. and would be the fact that have you gone through a traumatic or like a stressful event in your life? If that happened, like probably that's one more reason, because that will affect your sleep. That will affect like all the other, it's all linked to other factors I mentioned. So that way it will actually make sure you won't like lose weight or anything like that, lose fat. Like you might feel like you have actually hit a wall. So one thing I actually understood with my fitness journey is the fact that like I wasn't tracking the water I was actually drinking. So since
Yeah.
actually like few weeks, I actually managed to like drink water while actually having like a 1 liter bottle and just making sure I finish three to four of them on a daily basis. So that way I actually will get water. So these are the things you can implement in your fitness journey. That way you won't
Yes.
actually like you will be able to like break these plateaus. And so the last part like of this live, like I mentioned the five aspects, I'm going to be talking about the solutions you need to have in your fitness journey, like in order to like know whether you're actually on a plateau. So number one would be the fact that you need to record everything you eat and drink for a certain period of time. So Angie, you can actually talk about it because that's something we actually recommend people to do as well.
Yeah, I would say record or keep track of your progress for at least 30 days at a time. Especially if you think that you're in a plateau, most often than not, 99% of the time, the people that tell us that are not in an actual plateau, but there's no way to find out until they keep some records. For
Yes,
some people, yes, it may be, people say it's strenuous, that takes up time, but yes, also you're in a fitness journey because you want to prioritize it.
yes,
So what we say is make it a priority. Take 5 minutes of your day, write everything down in a book if you have to, take pictures and then go back and enter it into your app or in a book or whatever. But track it in some way so that you know what happened last week and the week before, so you can make changes this week. So very
yes,
important.
exactly. So plateau, like in order for you to break it, like make sure one of the things you need to do is just record. So
Yeah.
take pictures or like drink the waters, like water with like a bottle or something like that. That will actually help you in the long run. That way, like you will actually like make sure it will become automatic. Like that's something you will do in your daily life. So second thing you need to do is this. Like this is one thing which is very important. So let's say like you are in a weight loss journey, not a fat loss journey. So there's two different parts. So most of the time, like when you are in a weight loss journey, like you lose, like you will lose muscle mass as well. So when that happens, you need to consider like your pictures. See your pictures, how you look, like how much muscle mass you have lost. So if you have lost that much, you probably are in a plateau because of that. So what you need to do in that area is that when that happens is to make sure you change your goals, readjust it, go back to where you started and start a new journey, because what you use for your initial phase, like your fat loss or like weight loss, will not work in the next phase. So the transformation, if you saw my Instagram, like you saw it, like which was posted a couple of hours ago. His name was Chatura. He's from Tasmania, and his transformation, like initial phase, like he actually lost really fast, and
Hmm.
now he's at a phase like he wouldn't be like losing fast, and he's actually pretty lean right now. So
Yeah.
what you need to do is just make sure you change his goals like according to that. So that's where we always go in a 12 weeks period, like each transformation, because 12 weeks is where we do believe like where you make a transformation, and then onwards you can actually move into your
There's
next
enough
goal.
time. Yeah.
There's enough time. So that's what I have to say about the second factor, which is very important. And number three would be solution would be to work on your sleep. So sleep is one key factor in your transformation. Do not underrate that. So that's one of the underrated things as well. Number four would be the fact that you need to add vegetables, fruits, and like more fiber into your diet, and that will help you as well. And number five, most important part, like I believe, like nobody should ever do is just to give up just because you've hit a plateau.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just understand that this is a part of the process and it's gonna happen to you, like no matter what you do. So when that happens, just make sure you think about those five factors I mentioned, and check whether it's an actual plateau, and just be honest to yourself or honest to your coach, and go from there onwards. And if you have done a mistake which you have not tracked, which you thought like you haven't done before, just be honest about it and just make sure we do what's necessary from this point onwards to be better. So, like the example I mentioned about like cutting fats and will actually reduce like calories, like let's say like the numbers I mentioned. So
Yeah.
calories like way too much than you think. So it'll have a bigger impact. So do not eat less than, because already you've been told to eat less. You'll be on a deficit, and when you add more deficit into that deficit, it'll become too much of a deficit, and
Yes.
it'll be a disaster. That's where you will lose faster in this initially, and then it'll actually slow down. So that's it for live today, and this is today's topic. Today's was actually like about giving you knowledge, and it's about like giving you knowledge with regards to nutrition and training. So that's it for today, and I hope you guys got value out of this live. And if you have any questions, you can actually DM us. And Angie and I will be coming live once again next week, and hope to see you soon. And I'll see you guys soon. And Angie, like I think we actually managed the live with the power.
Yes, with the power cut.
All right, then
Uh,
that's about it. And I'll talk to you soon. And have a great day, guys.
see you guys. Bye.
See you. Bye.